So in today's video we are going to solve a very interesting question, and the name of the question is longest consecutive subsequence. So this is a Geeks for Geeks question, and the question says an array is given to us and the array has all the positive integers. We have to find the length of the longest subsequence such that elements in the subsequence are consecutive integers. The consecutive numbers can be in any orders. This means the array is unsorted. So if we look at the example is given to us. The first example is n is equal to 7. The size of the array is 7 and the array elements are 2, 6, 1, 9, 4, 5 and 3. So for this input the output is 6. How can we say the output is 6? Because if we look at the longest subsequence or the longest consecutive subsequence present in this array, that consecutive subsequence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it is the longest consecutive subsequence present and hence the output is 6. When we look at the second example, if we look at the second example, the n is also equal to 7 and the array elements are 1, 9, 3, 10, 4, 20 and 2. Here the output is 4. How can we say the output is 4? Because if we look closely, we have the elements, consecutive elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So consecutively these 4 elements are present in this array. Also, if we take another example, this is not the case. 1, 2, 3, 4 is present. Suppose here 10 and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 10 to 15 was present. So the output should have been 5 and not 4. We have to return the longest consecutive subsequence. So two things are given to us. The time complexity is O(n) and the auxiliary space complexity is also O(n). So when we found that O(n) is the time complexity, we cannot use the sort function of array because it is of O(n) log n. So how can we solve this question? So the approach should be that we should use set data structure, but set should be unordered because ordered set that will also use more time complexity. So we will use unordered set. What can we do? First of all, we have to fill array elements in the set. After that, we will initialize a count variable with 0. This count variable will store the maximum count of the consecutive subsequence. Then what we have to do, we will use a for loop. And then for each element, check if element -1 is present or not. So for example, if the elements are given to us are like this 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, etc. So what we have to check, if we starting from the 0th index, I reach at 1, what I have to check if element -1 is present in the set or not. So I reach at 1, then what I will check if element -1, that means if 0 is present in the set or not. So I know 0 is not present in the set. So what we have to do, if it is not present in the set, this means that this is the starting element, isn't it? If 0 is not present, that means that 1 is the starting of the sequence. It can be the starting of the sequence. But if 0 was present here, so 1 can never be the starting of the sequence. So what we have to do, suppose we found that 1 is the starting of the sequence. Then what we will do, we will keep on checking for element 2, then 3, then 4. So like this we will check for the next elements. But if we found that when it comes to 2, suppose we are at 2 position, we found element 1 -1 is already present in the set, isn't it? 1 is already present. So 2 can never be the starting of the sequence. So we will skip 2. We will do nothing. We will just continue. So let's just try to implement the approach. The example is same n is equal to 7 and array elements are 1, 9, 3, 10, 4, 20 and 2, and they have given us the output as 4. So as I told you, if you look at the code, we have created an unordered set, initialized count with 0, and here I have filled my set with all the array elements. After that, I have used a for loop here, and what will my for loop do? It will find for the array I minus 1 element. If it cannot find array I minus 1 element, that means it is the starting of the sequence. So we will copy the array I element in our variable j, and then we will increment j till we find the next element. Okay, so let's just try to implement this. I have filled my set and the array elements are 1, 9, 3, let me write them, 1, 9, 3, 10, 4, 20 and 2. Look here, after we find all the consecutive elements, what we have to do? In this count variable, we have to put maximum of whether the previous count was maximum or j minus array I. J minus array I means that suppose we found 1 to 4 and after that the value of j is 5 because of while loop and the first element was 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So the previous count or this count, whichever will be maximum, we will put it in count. Okay, now start this question. We came to 1, we found whether 0 is present in set or not. No, 0 is not present in the set. So what we will do? We will initialize j with array I. So the value of j is 1. Then what we will see? We will see for the next elements. So after 1, we will see if 2 is present. Yes, 2 is present. So the j will be 2. Then we will find for 3. 3 is present. Yes, 3 is present. We will find for 4. Yes, 4 is also present. So the value of j is 4. Then after incrementing, the value of j will become 5. And 5 is not present in this set. So what we will do? We will do this. In count, here as you can see, in count, we will do max of count and 0. So what is max of count? Count is 0 and j minus array I. What is the value of j? It is 5 minus array I. What was the value of array I? It was 1. So 0 and 4. We know 4 has the maximum value. So in count, we will replace the value of 0 with 4. So now my count is 4. Then we came to 9. Can we find any element that is 9 minus 1? 8? No, 8 is not present. Okay, so it is the starting of the sequence. So we will put 9 in the j. Then we will find for 10. Yes, 10 is also present. J will become 10. 11? No, 11 is not present. So what was our array I? Array I was 9 and j has become 11. So 11 minus 9 is equal to 2. So now we will try to put the maximum value. The earlier max is equal to 4 and the value of j minus array I is 2. So 4 and 2, what is maximum? 4 is maximum. So count is equal to 4 again. So just like this, then we reach 3. We find if 2 is present, yes, 2 is present, so we will do nothing. We reach at 10. If 9 is present, yes, 9 is present, we will do nothing. We reach at 4. If 3 is present, yes, 3 is present, we will do nothing. We reach at 20. 19 is present? No, 19 is not present. So what we will do? We will copy this value in j. So j is equal to 20. Also, you know array I is equal to 20 as well. So now what we will do, we will try to find 21. Is 21 present in this set? No, 21 is not present in the set. So max of current count, that is 4, and the value of j is 21 because of the increment, and 21 minus 20, that is 1. So max of 4 and 1, it is also 4. Then we recheck 2. We see if 1 is present. Yes, where 1 is present. So 2 cannot start the sequence and we will do nothing. So what we found, that max of the consecutive subsequence is 4. So this means that we have done the question right. So I hope this question was clear to all of you. Here is the code. I will paste the code. I will put the link of the code in the description as well. And friends, if this video was helpful to you, make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe my channel, and I'm going to put more interesting videos in the future, so make sure to connect with me. Also, join my channel on Telegram for more important stuff. Thank you friends.